Hello, and welcome back to Tank Wars 2 Electric Boogaloo. I am your host, Chromoid, and this is the second of the quarterfinal winners bracket matches. Today, we have Between the Hammer and the Blank by Arthr the Applique Man on the left, and on the right, we have The Attack of the Clones by NutterChap. Both formidable opponents, both have fought all the way to this moment, but from this point on, only one gets to continue in the winners bracket, while the other must go down and do battle in the losers bracket if they are to have a chance to win this tournament. So, with all that out of the way, and the theme music properly prepared, let's get on with it. The first opening volley from both sides has begun. That music is way too loud. There we go. Opening volley from both sides has begun. Missiles are being exchanged. Um, 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 oh no. Oh no, what are the missiles doing? They've just annihilated the poor little sickle, or the nail. The nail has taken critical damage. Why did the missiles turn around? Oh no, the clones know that there's blood in the water. They're gonna have first blood. They're gonna despawn that nail really quickly there, following up with a volley of shells. Alright, now the missiles are hitting the targets they're supposed to hit, but for a second there, all the friendly missiles as well as all the enemy missiles curled into the nail, and the nail is gone, instantly DQ'd right out of the gate by the first attack of the clones. But it's not going to dissuade the rest of the hammers or the anvils or the sickles. The hammers are all clustered together, kind of stuck on each other, trying to shoot over this hill. That's not good. They need to get in there and help. The anvils are charging ahead, trying to draw fire and dealing damage with their crams. Now these cram cannons seem to be fairly effective at hurting things for this team, but only if they hit. And right now they're not hitting anything. NutterChap's tanks are doing what NutterChap tanks do and climbing up the sides of the hill, getting in a position above their opponents and firing down into them. Now this can go well, and it can go horribly wrong for NutterChap. His tanks are in an advantageous position now. They can fire down into the enemy without the terrain getting in the way for the most part. But if they go too high, they can despawn themselves by crossing over the top of that mountain range, which is above the altitude limit for this match. Another round of cram shells. This one slightly more accurate, nudging that tank to the side, but that clone just scoots down the mountain and they go into full charge mode, attacking the hammers in the distance, which may or may not work out well. They've completely ignored the hammers. The hammers are rising up the sides of the mountain in a formation, but they're where are they going? What are they going to do? There's nothing up here for them to attack except that one clone. Oh no, the clones know what to do. They've decided they're going to attack the hammers directly and skip the formalities of the anvils, who are probably going to tip themselves over again very shortly, being up there. If they don't turn around and come back down, they don't handle ridges and mountains very well. Now, while the clones can't really reach the hammers with their guns, the missiles can definitely reach the hammers. Oh no, this is not good. This is not what they needed. Both of the sickles have been disqualified as well. They got into close range with the clones, and the clones have eliminated them in short order. And now we're starting to see the hammers getting picked apart by missile volleys, by shells. This one's been cut in half. Oh, this is not good. This long forward part is not helping out. It's easy to demolish, and they lose quite a bit of guns when it goes. And this hammer being just absolutely annihilated by a missile volley. It will not be with us anymore, as it's below 55%. But the rest of the hammers have gotten unstuck, and they're going to go do battle with or without their fallen comrades. So let's see if they're actually able to do something effective with those guns if once they get them on target. The hills have been their foe this entire tournament, so we're gonna see if they have what it takes to face down the clones in a broadside battle. They definitely outgun the clones, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see if they actually have what it takes to beat them at their own game as they advance over the hill, pouring shell fire into the line of the clones over here. Now there are clones to the left side, or to the right, which is not going to help them, but they are being addressed by the anvils, and they've turned around to face them. So it's pretty much more or less It looks more like a 5 versus 3 scenario here. That's all gunfire coming out of those hammers. I don't see what it's hitting. I think it's hitting this foremost clone. But the clones don't look like they're taking any damage at all. All at 100%. One's at 98%, but I mean, barely hurt. Oh man, not what you want to see. Your enemy not at all hurt, and you are struggling to keep up. Down one hammer, down two sickles, down one nail. Hammers are starting to get damage on their turrets. Oh, that's a lot of missiles. A lot of missiles and a lot of shells just absolutely destroyed the front of this hammer. It suffered the same fate as the one that it left behind. Well, now just these two hammers are left to battle the clones. I'm afraid they're going to have the same fate occur to them if they can't take care of the business in front of them. Nice little barrage of cannons there, but it doesn't seem to be doing enough. They just cannot do enough damage to the clones. One clone is going down to 94.5%. Oh no, here come the missiles, and the hammer's at a comfortable range for all the missiles to converge. Oh, that is gruesome. That's another hammer dead below 55%. It will despawn now. And now things are looking very dire for Arthr's team. NutterChap's clones are just ripping them apart, and the anvils are stuck on the hill trying to fire over the ridge instead of firing down at the clones right next to them. One clone is stuck. Another one's wedged itself up on this hillside is trying to turn to engage the anvils, but by the time the anvils actually do anything meaningful, all of their major firepower in the shape of these hammers is going to be deleted. The hammers just do not have the output to kill any of these clones, it would seem. Okay, that might do it. But getting up on the hill, giving them a full shot might do it, but oh, that's another shot from a clone. The hammers keep reconsidering, trying to face their new opponents, trying to figure out what they're going to shoot. They can't make up their minds. Here comes the missile rain. Okay, not as effective as the last one, but that's because it was split up and confused. Still not doing the hammers any favors. There are no anvils to defend them, no anvils to absorb the shots. The hammers are not built to absorb this much damage. At least I don't think they are. They don't seem to be taking it very well. There's a nice little broadside. You call it a broadside, but they're all facing forwards. I don't know what you'd call that. Oh no! Oh no! A nutter tank! Two nutter tanks! They've gone too high and they've been disqualified. Well, that's one way to get rid of the opposition, I guess. Now it is much more even. We're at 64.9 to 63.8. Or 64.8. A 1% difference between the attack of the clones and Arthr, although that's a bit higher given that part of that is the loss of the spawn sticks. So the percentages are a little bit different. NutterChap used heavy armor on his spawn sticks, so that's a huge chunk of hit points that the tournament mod is registering as being gone, even though it doesn't really count. They were at 89% without the spawn stick. Oh no, this NutterChap tank though, if it goes higher, it is going to put its team at a disadvantage. Going too high is a bad idea. You don't want to go up there. That's how the others have despawned. I don't know why they want to roll up there. Oh man, impressive gunfire. They have been doing so well to knock out the hammers, but if they go up there and disqualify themselves, they're just gonna hand the hammer and the anvil a free win. But I don't think that's going to happen. We've lost two clones, but I don't think we're going to lose any more unless that one scoots up the hill again for some reason. The anvils are stuck. They're not being killed, but they're being the hammers certainly are. That front end is being cut off again. This hammer's down to 75%. Another one is down to 98%. That would be this one on the left. Yeah, if they lose this next hammer, I think it's probably curtains for the team. Oh, that is a lot of missiles. That is a whole lot of missiles. It's down to 55.4%. Another 0.4% gone, and it's going to despawn on its own. And I think that's going to be arranged the next time a shell hits it, and 55.2, not quite enough. But I don't think it matters. This next volley of missiles may or may not do it. Yep, there we are. Another shell from above destroys more of the superstructure, and it's going to despawn now. Yep, 2 damaged. There it goes. Another hammer tank down, and we're looking at a comfortable 12% lead by NutterChap. This is truly unfortunate. Oh man, even as its brother despawns, the next hammer is already being barraged with missiles. This is just brutal. The NutterChap tanks like to sit on the ridge, comfy as they can be, raining fire from above. I mean, they get stuck sometimes, like this one's gotten itself pinned, but it can still shoot, it can still launch missiles. It's still fairly combat effective, especially when the enemy is facing directly ahead of it. Oh, the hammer's just getting reamed. These anvils are mostly intact, haven't been touched. This one's flipped itself, but that's about it. Uh-oh. Another NutterChap tank, in the interest of keeping things fair, has scampered up the hill and DQ'd itself. You gotta love it. I don't think it matters. Even with the clones disqualifying themselves by altitude, there's still just too much damage coming in. Oh, that's another hammer gone. And now the clones have no reason not to come down off the hills, come over here and deal with the remaining anvils, who have finally have turned and scampered down off the hill long after the rest of their team is dead, with a minute 30 to go and another 11% lead for the attack of the clones. I don't think this is going to matter. Not unless all the clones disqualify themselves now. I don't think it's going to matter at all. Now that might happen. As you can see, the clone over here is way away from the action, and they're both gaining points. Both of these clones are gaining points. They're stuck. They're not moving. I don't know what's going on here. This clone is not engaging in the enemy. Now, if it can get off that hill and engage with the anvils or get within range, it should be fine. There goes leaping off the hill. Wait for me! All right, it's in range now, I think. Yeah, it's in range. It's coming to a halt. Oh, cram shells from the anvils dislodge the stuck clone tank, and that may provoke it to move. I don't know. They seem very comfortable staying there. Not exactly sure what the deal is here. They're down to 39 seconds. Are we going to watch a last-minute comeback from Arthr's team? No, surely not. Oh, no, we are! One more tank gets disqualified by NutterChap. Oh, no! Down to 26 seconds. They have to do critical damage to these anvils now. They have to take them apart. It's down to the wire. The clones had this in the bag, and now they are just immobilized. They can't move. They're stuck on the hills that they sought refuge in. Yeah, this is gonna go at the last second. It's gonna go to Arthr. Oh my goodness, I did not see that coming. That is incredible. Well, what a turn of events. It looked like the clones had that all sewn up, but a series of unfortunate disqualifications from climbing up too many mountains has put NutterChap into the losers bracket. Congratulations, Arthr. Your team will be moving on to the next bracket in the tournament, and NutterChap will be dueling it out in the losers bracket. I've been Chromoid. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.